Oh man, it's been so long. Oh man, he's actually doing it. I can't believe it. He's actually doing it. The wool farm. He's making the wool farm. Good morning, gamers. How you doing? Welcome back to the Minecraft guide. That's right. Today's the day. Finally, enough delay. It's only been 116 episodes now. The automatic sheep farm, the wool farm, the big reveal, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much for hitting over 7 likes on the last one. You've done it. That's right. It wasn't a prank. It was serious the whole time. It's automatic sheep farm day. Finally. If you always knew that we would do it eventually, it was just a matter of time, leave a like on today's video. Today, the like goal is going to be 10,000 likes. Can we do it? I sure hope so. So leave a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. All right, so we have a lot of farm work to do today, but all of the farm work begins with a little transportation. I have left all of the sheep inside of their old pen. We need to move them inside of the new storage building into their new farm. Excuse me, wrong word. Into their new home. Into their new home. So some of you, no, stop eating. Stop eating. Come on, come on. Somebody come with me. I really only need like 2 right now. Come on, somebody. Yeah. Okay. Enough. Easy. So before we can do anything with the sheep today, we have to actually get some of them, or maybe even all of them, over to the actual building. The building is pretty close here, so it should be a pretty easy move. I think we can cut right up this hill, maybe cut through like the jungly bit. Hopefully the sheep will be able to figure it out. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Don't step on the fire. Don't step on the fire. Don't step on the fire. Oh, you're all so smart. You're so smart. You would never step on the fire. I'm sorry for thinking that you would. I'm so sorry. Oh, come on. No. They're jumping from the tree. They're jumping from the tree. Really? After I said you were so smart too. Come on. All right, so I still haven't set up a proper area for the sheep inside of this build, and I don't think I'm really going to worry about it right now. Technically, once we get the sheep inside of this build, they're in the build. There's no way out. Come on. Single file. Come on. You can figure the door out. Come on. Okay, fine. Single file, everybody, into the build. I think what we're gonna do for now is get the sheep into like a holding pen area. This is gonna be like right in this general spot. Eventually, we'll sink this pit into the floor and make it like the proper sheep area. But for now, set up a fence around the area and they'll be good. Perfect, just like that. Now, well, honestly, we're gonna need a lot of sheep. But I could probably start here and just start breeding them. You know what, actually, one more run. 4 sheep inside of that pen, that's a joke. We need 48 sheep total inside of the automatic farms today. It's a big build. We're going to get a couple more sheep. Okay, that's so much better. Now, through today's episode, I'm going to try and remember to just turn around every once in a while and breed the sheep up. I'm not really too worried about the sheep color. We're just going to re-dye them once we get them in their farms. The big part is that we actually have sheep inside of the build that we can put into the farms when they're ready. Tree sheep, oh, mighty tree sheep, stationed inside of the trees. You will be the guard of the factory. Forever. Alright, so here's the build checklist. Today, the plan is simple. The 48 automatic sheep farm inside of the build. We'll worry about the sheep drop-off system, probably the collection system next time. Today, we just need the farms inside of the build. We basically already figured out where we want all of the farms to go. All we have to do is really build them, get them in. We're going to put 12 farms on this side, 12 farms on that side, so that's 24 total. And then the other 24 are going to go over here in rows of 8. So 8, 8, and then 8. They're going to be stacked. Those ones are going to be a little bit more tricky to do, especially getting sheep inside of the farms, but it shouldn't be too bad. This is my favorite sheep farm design of all time. It's so nice because it's tileable. You don't have to build 48 of these things. You could build more or you could build less. Technically, you could build 1 and be good. The rates won't be very good, but you could. In terms of materials, this is what we're looking at. 1 observer, 1 dispenser, 1 redstone dust, a building block, 6 blocks of grass. I recommend getting 6 or so. Technically, you only need 1, but to help the grass regrow, I go with 6 and then 7 pieces of glass. This is another one of those technicalities. You don't technically need to use glass. You could just use normal building blocks, but using glass makes the grass grow a little bit faster. I'll show you how in a minute. 48. I need 48 of those. I have to multiply all of those numbers by 48. I think I have enough for everything. I definitely do, somewhere. The painful thing are the dispensers. The dispensers are so painful to make. I don't even want to go through this. I wish I could automatically do this some other way. It's painful. We need so many bows, and then we go over here. It would do the dispenser recipe, and we're going to have to singularly put new bows in every single time. We can do it like this, though, and it makes it go kind of quick. If I have all the materials in here, it's just painful. This hurts. To make it even worse, they're so expensive. In terms of wood, I need so many sticks. I mean, I have some right there. I'll definitely start there. And I already made a gigantic mistake. I shouldn't have used the spruce wood for the sticks for these bows. It's better than that. I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. There's the fast way. There's the fast way. You move the bow up with shift, and you do it like this. That's the fastest way. It's a little bit better. It's still pretty painful, though. You know, this isn't too bad, too. Like, this is a pretty good flow. Maybe it's not too bad crafting dispensers anymore. The supplies that I just showed you are basically everything you're going to need for the build, but not exactly everything. It doesn't actually include the collection system supplies. If you're going to set up a collection system, it's pretty simple. You'll need a minecart with a hopper in it, a couple hoppers, some rail lines. You run a rail line underneath all of these farms to pick everything up. It's not too bad, but I'm not too sure if we're setting it up today yet, so I didn't put the supplies in there. And if you're tiling this farm, repeating it over and over and over again like we're going to do, you actually won't need as much glass too, which is nice. The build. So these farms are actually pretty compact. You should be able to fit them almost anywhere, but if you're building a lot of these things like we are, I definitely recommend planning out before. Each farm tile is going to be 3 blocks wide and 3 blocks deep. Just something to keep in mind. Now, we already planned it out, and I gotta say, when we planned these things out, I was kind of just throwing things down. Like, I wasn't definitely, like, for sure saying they go here, but it's perfect. I think our placements are, like, literally spot on. We don't have to move anything. This is going to be the start of the farm. The jungle logs are walls. The middle blocks, the jungle planks, are actually where sheep go. But it doesn't mean they're perfect. I think what I want to do is basically keep the placement the same. They're in a really good spot, spaced out from the wall a little bit so we can get behind and everything. Good room in the middle, but I think it would be really cool to have these farms raised up off of the ground. So instead of sitting on the ground the same level that we're walking, we put them on like a higher platform, and then we have the floor on the level that we're walking on right now, so like the farms sit higher up. And yeah, you know, like the sheep, they're higher up. So that's how we're going to start this farm. We're going to grab a bunch of grass blocks or dirt blocks if you don't have grass blocks and place them down as long as you're going to go with your farms. Now each tile is 3 blocks wide, 3 blocks deep. However, you don't need to space things out a bunch. You can actually compact things down. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start with a singular tile, the front tile of this farm. We're going to start with our glass blocks. We're going to go 2 up like that, 2 up right here on the front. This is going to face this way, like at the other wall. Then 2 more over here on this side. Then we're going to jump down here and actually place an observer looking at this grass block right here. It's very important that this block is grass. This is where the sheep is going to stand. If it's not grass or if it can't be grass ever, then it's not going to work. So observer looking right at this block, dispenser right on top of the observer, also facing that way. On the back of the farm, you're going to have something that looks like this. Place a building block right there, redstone dust right there, and there you go. That's the farm. That's all of it. Well, other than this block right here. I can count, I promise, I really can. 4 blocks, okay? It's 4 blocks deep, 3 blocks wide. So this is the whole farm. All we would have to do after this point is get a sheep inside of this thing, inside of the dispenser, a pair of shears, or fill it all the way up with shears, and then you're basically good. Aside from item collection, that's it. I said it already a couple times. We're not going to do item collection today, but just in case you want to set up an item collection system, rail line down here, hopper, minecart underneath all of these tiles in line with where the sheep is, and that should do it. You should be able to have the minecart bounce back and forth somehow, have it drop everything off into a hopper somewhere, and that's the whole collection system. It's super simple to set up. So that's the first tile of the farm. Now the nice thing about this farm, how it's designed, how we can set it up, we can actually use the same wall block right there. So we have the glass there, there, and there. Then we jump down here, place an observer facing forward, dispenser inside of here, building block right there, redstone dust right there, and tile number 2 is done. That's literally it. We can just place this in, place the next one in, the next one, the next one, the next one, all the way down this wall. So on this wall, once I'm done with everything, getting all of these tiles in, we're going to end up with 12 tiles. In terms of the sheep, I think what we're going to do is basically just wait until the end and then try and get sheep inside of this thing. I did already breed the sheep, I think twice it was now, so it's going good. We're definitely going to be able to fill this side up pretty easily because right now we have so many extra sheep. I'm just trying to decide, like, do I set every single farm up in the whole build, like not only just this row, and then get all the sheep in so then I can like keep breeding the sheep over and over and over again, or do I get the sheep in like row by row? Like I finish this row, put them in so the pen doesn't get too overcrowded. Decisions. Decision you've made before, I guarantee it. This one is a harder choice. I'm so sorry. Anyways, though, I feel like I've basically done nothing, and we have 1 tile, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in already. This would be 8 different sheep color. If we were building a normal sheep farm, we'd be halfway done. This would be pretty good. Piece of cake even. However, this can't be normal. We need good rates. Now, I've been thinking about this since I like planned the project out. Rates. Good rates. So I think no matter what, we're gonna have good rates, right? But when I was building the project or playing the project, I said something a little crazy. Just a little bit. I said a wool block every single second. And so what I was thinking here is, you know, like when you shear a sheep, you don't always get 1 piece of wool. Sometimes you get like 3 or 2 if you're lucky. 3 if you're lucky, 2 if you're kind of lucky. Well, if we average it out and it equals about 1 every second, That's cool. I accept it. Something big happened though. The first row is basically fully finished. There is one more thing though that I want to come back and add. So if we put more grass blocks around this thing so grass can reach back to the center, it's more likely to reach back to the center a little bit faster. That's exactly why you would want to put glass around the side of this thing. If you put normal like building blocks, like maybe planks or cobblestone around the side, then the grass block that's below the glass right now, it's actually just going to turn back into dirt, which is going to make this farm refill slower, which is going to make the sheep be able to eat slower. If you have grass all the way around this thing, like we do now, basically in every single block that we can, then this farm is going to regrow as fast as possible, and then the sheep are going to be able to re-eat as fast as possible. So that's why I recommend using glass around the side of this thing. Technically, you could do like solid building blocks up top, but I feel like glass looks pretty good like this. And then that's why you're going to want to put a row of grass blocks in front of the thing too, and then probably a few more grass blocks in the back too if you have them. Row number 1, it's done, it's done. 12 tiles are in. And now all I need to do is the exact same thing on the other side. Rip all of these jungle logs out, they're great, but we don't need them anymore, and then replace them all of this stuff. Every single block in here, it gets turned from either air, jungle logs, or jungle planks into grass blocks. We had the grass blocks sitting in here in the exact same spot like we had them before. So far, so good. Now, you know me, I did a lot of glass smelting before this episode, so I should be good when it comes to glass for this whole build, hopefully. Well, actually, I take it back. I should be good when it comes to glass for this whole side over here. This whole wing should be pretty easy. I don't know if we're going to have enough in the inventory. Of course we're going to have enough in the inventory. What am I saying? What am I saying? Of course I have 6 too short. That's what I'm saying. But there's another stack in here. The observers are easy. You place them all down facing at the grass blocks. If you do things in steps like I'm doing, look at this. This is so quick. We'll do our building blocks next. They all go back here. You could use any building block. It needs to be solid though. It can't be a slab. If you have a slab here, the observer actually won't carry the signal into the block, and then the signal won't carry up to the redstone dust that we're going to put in next. So definitely solid block, not a staircase or a slab or anything like that. Solid block that can transmit redstone. So like smooth stone, perfect machine block. Dispenser time. We need a bunch more dispensers inside of here facing in. This is actually the perfect time to talk about the shears and the sheep coloring and everything like that. So once you put a sheep inside of this stall right here, as soon as it eats the grass, the machine actually starts as long as you have shears inside of the dispenser. If you have to like change the color of the sheep, then you're going to need to stop the machine, like turn it off or just take the shears outside of the dispenser. Same exact thing. But yeah, so once we get our sheep inside of this pen and then we like actually re-dye them, that's when we'll come back and fill all of these dispensers with shears today. Iron's not going to be a problem. You already know the iron farm is so good. But yeah, that's why we're just going to skip that entirely for now, and that's also exactly why I wanted to save space behind this farm. Now, I would still definitely like to try and figure out how we could get shears inside of this stuff easily. I'm thinking maybe a minecart line that runs on top of all of this, and then we have like hoppers that drops it off. That would probably be the easiest way, but for now, we're just going to build it like this. We might have to change the farm a little bit later is what I'm saying, but it's no big deal. Okay, so this whole side is actually almost done. All that we need to do is get the extra grass blocks in here, and then it's definitely time to breed the sheep again. Now, I think what I'm going to do for access on this farm is probably fill these blocks in too, maybe like with more smooth stone or just stone bricks or something, so we can walk back here if we ever need to. I don't know how often I'm really going to have to walk back there, especially if I get a shear system in here, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so first things first, all of these things could just be pulled out of here. They're in the wrong spot entirely, no matter what. They need to move forward. Let's figure this out. So on this farm with the collection system, we're going to have one block right there. That's where the rail goes in the minecart. Then we have another block right here, so that's 2, then 3, then 4. Then I think what we could do is probably like a block right there, and it could be light, like jack-o'-lanterns or hyphae or something. It's like a light block, and then we could start it again. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it starts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is legitimately the hardest part of this build. Like figuring this stuff out, I don't know what it is. My brain, it cannot handle it. I can't wrap my head around it. Let's see what we're gonna do here. So we have the sheep stand here. Then we have the back wall. Then imagining things, we have the redstone dust back there. Then we have a spot in the center. Okay, so this is perfect. We line this up in the middle. Let's say we put where do I start? Do I start at the bottom? Let's say we put the top piece right. How do I get down? Okay, we'll start from the bottom. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's say we started the farm in the same spot. So we have the sheep standing right there, like we don't sink into the ground or anything like that. We're gonna go 2 up for the sheep to stand like that. Then we're gonna have the light trail right there. And then on top of the light trail, we're gonna have rail line. So that's gonna be where the rail line goes. And then right above that, we have building block. Then we have 2 more blocks of space right in here. So that's like where the sheep is standing. Then we're going to have the light block again. Then we're going to have a spot for the rail line. Then we're going to have a spot for the dirt. Then we're going to have the 2 more spaces again. Then we're going to have the light. Oh, that's so much extra space. That's so much extra space. I don't think we need to sink this down to the ground. I don't know if I did that exactly correct. It's off there. Yeah, completely off. But I think no matter what I'm trying to find out here is, do we have enough space? Which I think the answer is yes. I think that means we don't have to sink anything down into the ground. I really hope I don't build this whole thing and then it doesn't fit. This better work. Checking out our spacing, we're really good here. So this wall right off the bat is actually a fake wall. Like, I just put this in to make it look symmetrical. It doesn't actually need to go there. Let's say we have 1 tile here, so that means the wall block is there. It would fit. These are 8 tiles in here. It reaches all the way down to this spot right here where we have the other wall. 2 blocks of space right there. We have more in the back. That's fine. But it works. I think we figured it out. Okay, so if I completely confuse you with that bit, don't worry. You're not alone. I completely confused myself too. All that I need to know, all that I need to do right now is start by raising all of this up with the grass blocks, which I'm out of. I need to go get more. Fill it all in with the grass blocks and start setting up the tile. Go tile by tile again and figure it out. Hopefully this all fits. Okay, so instead of like streamlining this experience this time, I think what we're gonna do is just go tile by tile to make sure I get every single one in and everything is good. The first tile, here we go with the dispenser and everything. That's 1. Okay, now we're just gonna streamline it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm out of glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how it's gonna go. It's gonna fit perfectly. Okay, and I actually wasn't out of glass. I found even more glass sitting inside of my shulker box, but I did move the furnace inside of this build and figured that we would start smelting the glass up. I realized something. We're going to stack these farms and compact them, which means it might actually get a little bit more tricky to drop the sheep inside of this thing after we're done with it, because we're gonna have like the top covered up. I'm gonna compact these as close as I can, and it'll be difficult to get in to reach the sheep. If we ever have to reach them, I think what we're gonna need to do is pull a block out, like take one of the glass fronts out or something like that, and just be careful and try and not let the sheep out. What I'm saying here is, basically, I think it's time. I have no clue how easy this is gonna be, but it's time to move the sheep one by one. I have no clue how easy this is gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but we need to move the sheep one by one. I think moving the adult sheep is gonna be easier. No, a child. No, 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 no. Okay. That didn't work. I tried to put them back inside of the pen and even more got out. So I think we're just gonna have to go for it. We want to have 1 sheep inside of every single stall. So you, how about you? Will you go, please, inside of the stall? This is just like the cow crusher. Come on, come on. You got it. You got it. You got it. Perfect. Once it's all done, on to the next one. Okay. Now, I don't want that sheep to go anywhere, and I don't want more sheep inside of that, so we're just gonna cover that up and I guess move down this way. So you're next. Go down into the farm. Perfect, just like that. Okay, now this one is too tall, so we have to put the block on top. It's not a big deal. Keep it moving. Come on, one of you, one at a time. Come on, I know. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. 1 sheep, let's go. Okay, that works. You, go inside of the farm. Come on. Any second now. Come on, please. You fit. Oh, this is so painful, but there we go. The next sheep inside of the farm. Okay, right this way. Move down here, sheep. Okay, this is gonna be your farm. So close. I thought you were just gonna go for it. Not a problem at all. That's what I'm here for, I guess. There we go. Sheep number 4. Good. This actually isn't too bad. All right, anyways, let's go for it. Couple more sheep. 2, 3, no, 4. Perfect. 4. Perfect. Okay, well, I take it back. I thought this was going to be way more painful, but this actually isn't bad at all. Excuse me. Yeah, this is going, like, really good, actually. Okay, one of you. Okay, you know what? We'll get the big one out of the way. There you go. Go down there. Child, please. Inside of there. Perfect. The trickiest part is when the sheep aren't on top of this thing, I have to go down to the other end to show them where the staircase is, and what I'm saying is, it's not bad. It's, like, so easy, actually. This is only floor 1. Maybe the next floor will be a little bit harder, but come on. You could fit. Okay, maybe this is the hardest part. This is definitely the hardest part. There we go. Perfect. Ketchup, the final one on this floor. We're done. Floor number 1 is good. I'll cover those so things don't get in there. We're going to change the blocks and make them look good in a minute. But there we go. The first floor is done. And it actually looks like the farm is running over here. The sheep are liking the grass block. They're eating it. That's perfect. If we have more light in here, I think the grass will refill a little bit faster. So we'll probably just do light blocks up there or something. But look at it. Floor number 1, it's done. Time to eat. Okay, so we have to run some tests. Now, right off the bat, I need to get it out of the way. I know it's a factory, and the best factory light block would be sea lanterns, but We don't have seed lanterns. We don't have any of those. We haven't done that yet, so we're gonna have hyphae, which is good because I could farm that. Or we're gonna have glowstone, which is good because it's glowstone. Now, we could definitely put blocks in front of these things, and we will, to make it look a little bit better. But which block do we want to use? Also, the test. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work no matter what. Rails can go on like anything. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna work no matter what. Rails can go on top of all of those blocks. Which one? Which do I have more of? Oh, I have more glowstone. By a lot. But hyphae is new. Oh, that's so hard. We also have the option. We do technically have this option. Jack-o'-lanterns. Just kidding. We don't have that option. We're not putting jack-o'-lanterns inside of this thing. No way. I'm committing, by the way. I'm committing to it. It is called hyphae now. I've decided. Hyphae it is. The stuff is newer. I still haven't got to use it very much. It looks a little weird from the front, but I think we could fix that up probably by like covering it with something so then we can only really see the bottoms of the block. Hyphae. We will use hyphae for the light area. Okay, so let's think about this one again. We have the farm. I just have to make sure this is right. So that's where we have the rail, space for like the minecart and everything, which puts us next grass layer right here. I'm pretty sure, like 85% sure. I'm pretty unsure for some reason. I think this works. I hope this is good. Okay, so all we need to do now is basically repeat this whole thing again. We get the observers in. Oh. Okay, this might be a little bit trickier. Maybe we go back here? No. Huh? How? Huh? Okay. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. We could just do it from down here on the ground for... No, we can't. Do I literally need to get right behind that block? That's insane. Okay, look, Minecraft. Look. Is that? Yes, that's good. Okay, well, fine. I guess we need to literally basically be behind that block to make this thing work. I told you it'd be fine. We have all the observers in now. Now it's dispenser time. And all the dispensers are in now, so now it's redstone time. Didn't think about that. That's gonna mess that wall up a little bit. It's wired. Officially wired. All we need now are the glass blocks and the sheep. Okay, so on this one, we're going to think about this a little bit more and start from the middle. We'll have one staircase going up this thing in the center. It's going to go down a couple blocks, I guess, like that, and then it's going to turn this way. But I think they grow up so fast. Like, I literally just bred these sheep, I feel like, and there's almost no children left. That's kind of crazy. One at a time. Come on, one at a time. Okay, a few at a time. It's fine. It's fine. Come with me. Now, listen, buddies, you have to be careful up here. This is tall. If you fall down, it's not going to look good, especially the child. Carefully move, cooperate, perfect. You are next. You want to go into this one? That's fine. You could be right next to your child. There you go. All right, there's more out here somewhere. I know it. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Behind the farm? No. Where did they go? I'm pretty sure they got back inside the pen somehow. They have to have, because they're nowhere else. They're not up there, and they're not down there. All right, fine. Come with me. Oh. Well, I don't know how that happened, but I guess that's where they went. And this one fell. Come on, buddy. Come on. Keep up. We're up on top of the blocks, not jumping down there. Come on. Stop. No. Okay. Okay, we'll try it again. Come on. You got this. Just go, like, right... look. Okay, that's... No. Ooh. All right, look. Your parent, it doesn't matter anymore. You go right there. So I made some modifications to the staircase. Hopefully this is going to make this thing a little bit safer. I don't know what was happening to the baby sheep there. They just walk into the block somehow and then we're, like, getting hurt. Sure, I feel pretty bad about it. I definitely do. But we have a lot more to get done, so we have to keep moving. Perfect. The baby sheep are smaller, so they're easier to get inside of these holes. However, the adult sheep, don't try and walk towards the other sheep. So honestly, I think the grown-up sheep are so much easier to get inside of this farm. Nice. One. I need one. One singular sheep. Just one. You. Come with me. Perfect. Literally perfect. Row number 2 is now done. Check it out. So the first row... The second row, oh, we're doing so good. We could easily fit the next one in. I just need to go get more of those light blocks. Oh, no. You know what I just thought of? We should test this, too. We should just test it to figure out, so then if it doesn't work, we, like, plan around it. Okay, so that's there. Lever. Can I power this still? Oh, I can. Okay, never mind. No problem at all. No problem. Okay, so this next part is pretty easy. A line of lights, and then it's time for another floor. The final floor. All right, so there's the lights. Here's where the minecart goes. Here's where the final floor goes. All the way up here, really high up. This one is going to be partially cut off for sure, but that's not really a problem. Hey, wait. Hold on a minute. So if I put this right here and then I go back here. Oh, It works. It works. We don't have to go below. No, no, we never had to go below. The whole time. The whole time, this was the answer right here. It's so much easier. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Okay, so time for all the redstone. I have the observers in. There we go. The redstone's in. Now it's time for the dispensers. And this machine is coming along so nicely today. The tiles are really, really easy to replicate. If you just kind of go one thing at a time, so like all of the dispensers, all of the observers, all of the glass, you know, like that, it makes it so quick and like literally so insanely easy. This farm also is kind of in the perfect spot. Like, look at it. The top of it is right here, even with the ceiling. So it's like maybe cut off a little bit if you want to count the block that goes on top, but really, at the same time, not really. Like, I could continue the ceiling straight across, and it would look good. I mean, it wouldn't be very bright, so that wouldn't be good, but we could. This is gonna be the dangerous part. So, I need sheep up here, obviously. That's the plan, which means I need a staircase going all the way down from here, which is fine. I could build that pretty easily. Not that big of a deal. But getting the sheep to walk all the way up the staircase and not jump off at the side or push the other ones off or anything like that, like the baby sheep especially, yeah, that's gonna be dangerous. I guess let's just go for it. I mean, the staircase is in. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so perfect. One down. That one jumped down there. It seemed like the baby sheep do that a lot. All right, there we go. You literally walked right in. Halfway there. It's a big moment. It's a huge moment. The final sheep of the bunch. You are the chosen one. Let's go. All of the other ones, no, not acceptable. I want the chosen one. The chosen one. Yes, the chosen one. An offering. Thank you so much. The chosen one. You come with me. This is it. It has been way easier than I thought. I thought this part would be really difficult. I thought I would lose so many sheep jumping off at the side of this thing. I've only lost one. A tragedy for sure, definitely. It was a child, a young child. It was hopeful, and it didn't know what it was doing. It walked way too close to the ledge, and it fell. And that was that for that sheep. It was done. However, this wall, the wall of sheep, is also done. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. It was not that hard at all. Stacking the sheep farms, greatest idea. It almost makes me want to literally stack more sheep farms over there. Maybe. The wall of sheep, it's finished. The colors are all random right now. We have to fix that for sure. But the wall of sheep is done. Every single sheep in there, 24 total so far. No shears or anything like that, and the colors are all off, but 24 sheep. Now, I'm left with what? 5 sheep down here. This is not good. I need to breed these sheep over and over and over again and get more. And I also, definitely, without a doubt, I need more wheat, and that might be the problem. Oh, no. No, we're partially okay. Okay, we have a little bit more wheat right there. Tiny bit more, too. All right, harvested that. Got a little bit more wheat. That's good. The next thing that we need to do is definitely finish moving the sheep. There's only a couple more in here, but it will help. Any sheep that I can have is definitely good. So let's do this. Let's actually take 2 more. You 2 stay here, repopulate, and you 2 come with me off to the new farm. All right, so we're doing really good, actually. I'm really surprised, like super surprised how easy that was. That went really, really well. All that I need to do now is basically give it a little bit of time. I need to restock the sheep because when I'm done with this thing, like once I finished all of this, I need to end up with at least 2 extra sheep inside of here. And then obviously, I need to fill all of this up too. Those need to be filled with sheep. The only way to do that, to make that happen, is going to be repopulating the sheep, like over and over and over again. I guess we only need 12, so it shouldn't take too long. Or no, we need 24. We need that many. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a while. I think what I'm gonna do is stand around in this room and just give it time, keep breeding the sheep up every once in a while, and then, start moving them slowly into their containers. 24. More sheep farm over there, though. I'm back, so check it out. Made a ton of progress. This whole side is basically filled up all the way, and then this side, I'm finishing it up right now. All we need is 5 sheep left, and I have so many extra sheep. I can easily finish this up now. Oh, you fell in. Oh, you fell in on your own too. Oh, that's perfect. Earlier I said the adult sheep are easier, which generally speaking they are, but on that side I had like 3 or 4 baby sheep just jump inside of the pens just like those 2 just did. And when that happens, oh, I'm so happy. That is like one of the most amazing things in the world because obviously that makes it like insanely easy. So I've got an announcement. I've made a decision. That's right. I've been thinking this whole time I've been working and I finally have the decision. Well, not really. See, now that this side is officially done, I could expand this up even more, which would work. I counted, and it would fit. Maybe we'll do it, but we're not going to do it today. That's for sure. Episode 116. What's your favorite 1.17 block? That's a really good question. So I thought about it a little bit, and I can narrow it down to 2 blocks, like in terms of building. Like functionality, that's going to be kind of different. The amethyst budding block is really cool. Copper is amazing, but like favorite building block. So we'll answer it that way. Deep slate is an amazing family set. Specifically, deep slate tiles, like they look so good, so amazing. But at the same time, calcite. Oh, calcite is so nice looking. The problem with calcite is we might not be able to get a lot of it easily. It's going to be an amethyst geodes and 21W20A. The most recent snapshot, it made geodes even harder to find. So yeah, getting like a lot of calcite is going to be really hard. And if it's too hard to get, I guess it can't be my favorite. See, I like blocks that you can actually build with easily. If you can't get it easily, then like, what's the point? One last thing I'd like to say though. So if we do stack this on top of this thing, we could do 12 and 12 more. So like double the sizes of this thing. Or instead of 12 and 12, we could round things off with 8 on this side and then 8 on the other side. Now, why would we do that? This is 12 and that's 12. It would look weird. Well, yeah, it might look weird. We could center it there. But if we did 8 and 8, then we'd have 4 sets of every single color, like 4 red, 4 yellow, 4 green. It would be the perfect number, which would be perfect. So let me know what you think. Should I expand the farm, or should I just wait to see how the farm runs and then expand it later? That's gonna do it for Minecraft Guide 116 though. Today, big shout out to my patrons Cat0808, Lord Zenera, and HushSound34. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you all for watching. It's been your boy. Like, subscribe, comment. I hope you enjoyed the longer episode. As always, links are in the description. Goodbye, everyone.